Allow this time as a gift to downshift professionally and to really show up and be the mother to this child, the mother that you never had, and also really be a mother to yourself at this time as well. I've talked about in my other videos that when you start taking care of you and your needs, your health, your fitness, your mental health, okay, really start, prioritizing your well-being, that's how you're going to be able to show up better for everyone else, and especially your child, because they need so much. I mean, I think about my 3-year-old and I'm like, oh my God, like this girl is an energizer bunny. She always needs things. She's always on. When I wasn't taking care of myself in the beginning, my ego was getting the best of me. I was still trying to work and do the things that I was doing before I had her at the schedule and at the pace I was doing. I was very snappy. I was very miserable. I was mean to my partner, and I just didn't enjoy motherhood at all. I would try to escape because I just couldn't accept the new life that I had. I kept trying to keep up the pace, right? And I finally let that go and just investing in like my personal growth. That's when things started getting better, less stressful. And I was able to receive and allow my husband to really just take care of things, right? That was very hard for me to do. And I'm sharing this because this relates to you. Do you have a hard time letting your husband take on more financially? And this isn't really like a problem, like you're not on the verge of bankruptcy. It's just your ego's in the way of not being able to keep up with 50-50. Like that can be tough to do if that's been the way that, your relationship has been, or the way that you've always looked at how, life should be, because it gave you a sense of safety and worth and value, and maybe in some ways, like power, right? So when and this wasn't like that long ago, like, okay, my daughter's 3.5. So maybe right around coming up on 2.5, 3, I was like, okay, I want to stop fighting with myself. I want to stop judging myself for not keeping up the pace of work and ambition that I used to do before Sasha, my daughter. And I want to like not resent my partner so much. Like I want to start receiving his love and his support that he so really just wants to give without judging myself and without like feeling, less of myself. And one of the biggest pivotal points to just like allow to receive was I remember my coach was holding this women's retreat. I went there to learn how can I just, do it all, right? I wanted to learn how to do it all. And I went there, and the biggest thing I took away from the retreat that weekend was I had to do some deeper healing of my trust issues with men. I've had several experiences of sexual trauma with men in my past, and also of just a lot of deceiving and betrayal and like manipulation. And it didn't really come up to the surface. I mean, I've been with my husband now today, healthy relationship. If anything, he's more patient than I am. He's probably a more healthier person than I am, like just with his emotions. But he also doesn't have, a cycle that he goes through. I'm making excuses now. But like, I had to do some deeper healing on my sense of trust and safety with men that I didn't know that I had to do. And once I did that deeper inner work, that healing, and, just like after that retreat, and that I continued to practice the steps and, and use the tools and do the things that I've learned from my coach in that retreat. And I continued to practice it, regularly, consistently. That's what I was able to receive without resistance, his love and his support and all the things he wants to do for our family. It's amazing. And that took it's amazing how we don't, like, big life events have to happen before we actually do some of the deeper healing work that is subconsciously holding us back in life, that is subconsciously, think about what it could be for you just based on this personal story I'm sharing. Like the anxiety you feel, the self-doubt you feel, or the insecure or not safe or not good enough if you can't keep up the same pace, right? Where is that really coming from? Was it from maybe a business failure adventure that you had a decade ago. Maybe you had to grow up real fast. Mom and dad were like crappy parents and you were on your own at age 16. I'm thinking about a client of mine that had in the past. My client literally was taking care of herself, providing her own housing and shelter for herself at 16 because she had to, right? And I just think about all that inner work we did for her to like start feeling safe and know her worth and her value and just have these high standards in dating again. And she was in her late 30s when we were coaching at that time. But like, what is it from your past that is blocking you from receiving to where you can really enjoy motherhood? Later in life, going through an identity crisis, I like to reframe it as a reinvention. I loved hearing that. When I heard it not that long ago, I'm like, basically that's what's happening. You're like being forced to reinvent yourself. And this is a good thing because if you think about this, ambitious lady, okay, you're probably tired. You're probably a little tired from hustling since, 16, 18, 20, 25, and always being the one to rely. You know what I mean? Like, it's time to receive. It's time to lean in and receive the love and accept it without feeling like there's strings attached. And you know that. You know if you have a partner that's like that. You've felt safe with them for years. They've proven themselves time and time again. And maybe you're the one who's consistently like starting the fight or the argument or whatever because you want to provoke them and see and prove like, see, I knew you were. But they just are consistent in, I love you. I didn't mean to upset you. What can I do? Like, when you have a good partner and when you can trust them. Your ego's getting in the way. And that ego is trying to protect you. So it's like, what deeper inner work might you need to do in order to let go of your worth being tied to external success and really just start receiving at this stage in your life? Okay. So the family upbringing trauma, financial trauma from your past, traumatic abusive relationship from your past to where you've had time and time again, evidence that you can't trust men, but now you're in this relationship to where you have evidence, year after year that he's always showing up for you. You know what I mean? Like, be honest with yourself there. And you can receive and you can do that and you can love it. Like, I really feel like downshifting, not giving up, but if you downshift your expectations of yourself and how you do career and parenting, it can be that more enjoyable, less anxiety, less just like stressful, less, resentful, less like living in fear about the future. Okay. To tie this video up, I don't think your day to day has to be as stressful and as anxiety provoking as you're making it. It's the ego that's getting in the way. It's these past traumas of, financial scarcity and really having to grow up fast that is getting in the way of you really embracing motherhood later in life and really embracing and just accepting, receiving, having pride in like downshifting, right? To work part-time and really be this kick-ass mother that you probably never had growing up. So that's why I'm like, this is a gift. Like, let's enjoy this time. Okay. I wish somebody would have told me this. I wish I would have seen a video like this like 3 years ago and not now. But if we're lucky and we get to do it all over again and I'm able to get pregnant later this year at 42, I'm going to watch this video and remember it. Was this helpful for you today? Please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. Share a comment with me what landed with you most. Subscribe if you want to keep hearing from me. And also, this is the Women's Work I Do 101. I have a signature program. It's a Confident Woman Unleash. It's my 90-day signature program. Some women decide to work with me for a full year. It just depends on how much guidance and support and hand-holding and accountability you need for how long. So everyone's different. But if this is landing with you, maybe you've been following my channel for a bit and you're like, okay, I need like some Nikki coaching guidance in my life because I'm going to get you on track and keep you straight and, like shake you a little bit metaphorically when you're getting off track. Like, this is the work I do. So if you're tired of hanging on to the past when you know it's not serving you, you're tired of crappy relationships that don't serve you, so you really need to get good at setting boundaries with your time and with your energy and with certain relationships. You're ready to get some really self-honoring, self-respecting, healthy habits in place, okay, and how you take care of yourself and just how you run your family, okay, if you have one. And look, you don't have to be a mom. You can be single too and really ready to make some freaking changes to improve your life, okay? You're just ready to stop doing what's not working anymore, make some changes, do the inner work to have these better outcomes, to maybe finally attract a healthy relationship, to just feel like a confident woman unleash. This is what I do as a life coach for women. So this is landing with you. Book in a free call with me, free clarity call. Let's have a conversation, and then we can take it from there and see if we're fit to work together or not. Nonetheless, at least you're just subscribe to this channel, and I can, pour into you every single week this way. All right. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Check out this one or this one if you appreciated this video today. Okay. I'll see you soon. Bye, babe.